Make the ground shake.
Hello YouTube, this is Bleach chapter 685 review, and this chapter I felt like the pacing was not as bad as the other chapters have been. I felt like that now that you watch is defeated, that everything seems to be okay, like with the pacing and everything. Like I feel like what Jump wanted, or what Kubo, or I don't think Kubo wanted it, but I think Jump wanted him to finish up the fight between you watch real fast. And then he's like, all right, so I'll give you another chapter or two. And I was really salty when I found out that we had more chapters, because I planned a live reaction everything, which I did. I don't think it turned out that well, but on the last chapter we get, I will do a live reaction and try to make it better. This one I kind of just like got on my laptop, started it up, and did it. It wasn't that good. So honestly, I was salty when I figured out that this was not the last chapter, and I'm honestly happy it's not, because we get more content of Bleach, but I was like so getting pumped for it and everything, and then it's not even the last chapter. But this chapter was really interesting in my opinion. We get to see a lot of things, like we get to see some new characters, or characters that may have gotten their look changed, or we get to see things we didn't get to see before. For instance, like Ukitake is dead. And that honestly, didn't surprise me, because we kind of figured he was gonna die anyways. But I was like, oh gosh, because I thought that Hiraku was talking to Yamamoto's grave, or I believe I pronounced his name right. Hiraku, that is the head commander now, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that's his name. And I thought he was talking to Head Captain Yamamoto's grave, but it turns out he was talking to Ukitake's grave. So that surprised me for one thing. Nemu, it seems like she's got a different look. That may be like Nemu's child that Mayuri made. I'm pretty sure that still is Nemu. I think it's just like a change. I think he even said that she looked different, or like that she got a new body and it's kind of different for her now. Or maybe she said that, but I think it's still Nemu, or either that it's her daughter. And we got a new captain, actually two new captains. We get one guy, his name's Iba. I don't believe we've seen him before. And then we get this other girl, which is the sister of Kaion, who was the third seat in Squad 13. I don't know if she's still the third seat, because she may have moved over to the squad her sister's on, and I don't believe we got her sister's name, but if I'm correct, her sister is now the captain of Squad 4. That's the only reasonable one I could think of, because if she was the captain of any other squad, why wasn't she on the battlefield 10 years ago? I mean, she could have got stronger, over the 10 years, definitely, but why wasn't she on the battlefield 10 years ago? Maybe she was, and I just didn't catch it, but I don't think she was, so I'm pretty sure she's Squad 4 captain, and she can heal. But still, why wasn't she on the battlefield 10 years ago? I don't remember seeing her anywhere. So I just wanted to mention that. And we got a brand new captain, which it shocked me, because at first I thought it was Renji, but I was like, oh no, wait, it's Rukia. Rukia is now the captain of Squad 13, and I'm sure some people predicted this. I surely did not, because I didn't ever really remember or think of Ukitake dying, and I know I pronounce his name kind of different, but Ukitake died, and now Rukia is taking place as the captain of Squad 13. So I thought that was really cool. Now Renji, he was with Rukia, so maybe they're like married now, maybe they're a couple, or maybe he's the lieutenant of Squad 13. I don't really know there, because it's kind of cloudy what Renji was doing with, I mean, I know why Renji was with Rukia, but he may still be the lieutenant of Squad 6 with Byakuya, or he may actually be like Rukia's wife, or husband, not wife. I mean, they may be married or something like that, or he may be the lieutenant of Squad 13. So I definitely want to see that in the next chapter. I think we get a break next week, so we have to wait another week to see the final chapter, and we're supposed to get a special announcement and like an extra, so I'm looking forward to that as well. Now, honestly, this chapter, I would probably want to give it a 7 or 8 out of 10. I felt like it was actually really good. My main problem with the chapter is, where's Ichigo? Where in the world is Ichigo? Like, I want to see Ichigo. Like, Ichigo, Chad, Orihime, Uyu, none of them, Kisuke, Yoruichi, none of them were in this chapter. Like, I'm wondering, where are they at? Like, I'm so confused. Like, I want to see everybody. And Aizen, where's Aizen? Like, I'm sure Aizen's in prison somewhere. But I want to see what happened. And the cliffhanger that left off at the end of the chapter, like, we're getting spiritual Reishi like the one of you watches 10 years ago. Now, I think that's going to be Ichigo, honestly, but who knows? Like, I think they haven't seen Ichigo in, like, 10 years, maybe. And that makes me wonder. I want to see what Ichigo looks like now. Like, I'm going to be so hyped when I see him. Like, I could just see him, like, some scraggy beard, some long hair, like, some older guy or something like that. Like, that would just be so cool. Like, I could theorize for days about that. I also want to see other characters as well, like Orihime, see who ended up with who. Like, I want to see if they're married, Orihime and Ichigo. I want to see Uryu. I want to see Chad. I want to see everybody. So, yeah, I mean, this chapter, the problem I had with it was we didn't get to see the main cast. And one thing I do want to mention before I go is that Yachiru is no longer with Squad 11, but I think she should still be with Kenpachi because she is his Zanpakuto after all, unless his Zanpakuto broke and he's just like relying on spiritual pressure, which would be kind of cool, honestly. But I think he kept his Zanpakuto because his Zanpakuto is Yachiru, so I'm wondering like where Yachiru's at. I know she's not with Squad 11, but she still should be with Kenpachi, so I'm wondering with that. Also, Ikaku, I think he's still the third seat. Now the second seat, which I believe is the lieutenant of the squad. I think that's what the second seat is. It should be at least. The lieutenant or the vice captain is now Yumi Chika. So I thought that was pretty cool how it was Yumi Chika who is the lieutenant or the second seat. I don't know why Ikaku isn't. I'm assuming Ikaku was just like, no, I don't want it. So yeah, that's what I think about that. Now we get to see some other characters as well. You know, basically all the captains. They're the same captains as before, except like 2 captains and then now Rukia, so that makes 3. There's 3 new captains, which I believe last arc or the beginning of the 1000 Blood Year War arc, we got 3 new captains as well. Or they were actually former captains, as we know, but they're captains. They became captains again. So definitely some interesting stuff. Like I said, I want to see Ichigo and Orihime and all of them. So I'm looking forward to next chapter. And this chapter wasn't color, so I'm wondering which chapter is going to be color. I'm assuming it's the last one. And I'm definitely hyped. I'm really hyped. But yeah, that's all I have for this video, guys. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to give me a like. Comment down below. Subscribe for more content. Anyways, guys, have a nice day. I'm out.